You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such.
Overlooking Lake Tahoe on Crystal Point, the Neva Lodge, also known as the Lady of the Lake or the Castle in the Sky, has had numerous owners over the years as well as an intriguing history. The only property in the world located in 2 states, 8 acres are in California and 6 are in Nevada. In 1926, Robert Sherman built a log cabin as a guest house for his friends and real estate clients. Sherman was a wealthy San Francisco businessman and can be credited with the founding of the Neva. The architecture was patterned after Frank Bacon's log cabin in the Broadway play Lightnin'. From the very beginning, the Neva was known as the Notorious Place. Clara Bow, a famous silent film star of the 20s and 30s, lost $13,900 gambling at the height of the Great Depression. The Neva was also the site of multiple prohibition raids which briefly closed the speakeasy operating there until liquor was legalized. Although there was bad, there was some good at the Neva. Judy Garland, who first performed at the lodge in 1935 at age 13, was actually discovered there by a talent agent because she left a hat box behind the stage and went back to retrieve it. She was immediately signed to a long-term contract without even making a screen test. The Neva burned to the ground on May 17, 1937 and was declared a total loss. It was rebuilt in 40 days by previous owner Norman Blitz and contractor Adler Larson. They employed 100 men to work around the clock, rather than 500 men as once thought. While Sanford Adler owned the Neva, he built the famous Indian Room, or Wigwam Room, and put 3 wigwams on the stage. Moose and deer heads and bearskins adorned the walls, and on the right side near the entrance, they constructed the massive fireplace, flanked by huge granite boulders that brought the outside inside. Winky Grober and his partners purchased the Neva in 1955. During his reign at the Neva, Grober was known as the granddaddy of Crystal Bay. Grober put the Neva up for sale after the IRS was coming after him for tax problems. But what wasn't announced in the papers was that Grober owned gangster Sam Giancana. So Wingy and Sam made an idea. If Grober sold the Neva at a reasonable price to some friends of Giancana's, he would be off the hook for the money that was owed. The reasonable price turned out to be very reasonable. The Neva was sold to Frank Sinatra and his associates for $250,000. On July 13, 1960, Sinatra made an application to the state of Nevada to purchase the Neva. Sinatra was licensed on September 20, 1960. Before the deal was signed, Dean Martin became aware of the mob's interest in the casino and pulled out of the deal. Martin was an original owner until he found out that Giancana was involved in the joint, then he bailed. Martin put up his percentage and it was bought by Sandy Waterman. Sinatra did extensive remodeling while at the Neva. He had the celebrity showroom enlarged to seat 350 and had it built so he could perform without the need for a microphone. Apparently the sound quality in the showroom was as near as perfect as you can get in a cabaret. Sinatra also put in a helicopter pad on top of the celebrity showroom on the Nevada side. The helicopter landing was used only while Sinatra owned the casino. He did this in an attempt to make it easier for his colleagues and guests to appear at the Neva over the summer. Lastly, Sinatra installed the tunnels. One tunnel was installed between the celebrity showroom and cabin number 5. The other tunnel was between cabin number 3 and cabin number 5. When Sinatra came, he made a rule. Cabin number 5 was his, and 4 and 3 would never be rented out. To quote Skinny Diamato, cabin number 3 was for the broads, cabin number 4 was for the pals, and cabin number 5 was Frank's. There were 3 small cabins at the Neva, all next to each other, commanding the premier view of the Crystal Bay portion of Lake Tahoe. Cabin number 3 is probably best known as Marilyn Monroe's cabin. During one of her frequent visits at the Cal Neva, she overdosed on pills, but managed to call the reception desk. Rescue personnel reached her in time, pumped her stomach, and she ended up surviving. During Monroe's last visit to the Cal Neva, she spent her time with Giancana. Allegedly in love with her, Giancana tried to persuade her not to go public about her affair with President John F. Kennedy. The next day, on August 5, 1962, she was found dead in her apartment. When the news was announced that Sinatra was under investigation and would probably lose his casino license, very few people in Nevada rushed to his aid. There were a lot of people in Nevada who resented Sinatra. The Nevada Gaming Control Board took away his license on October 22, 1963. Today, the Cal Neva offers tunnel tours, where you can experience the underground secrets of their historic property. The Cal Neva's mystique continues to live on, and families from all over the world still receive the first-class service and personal touch that made this